The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, A Journey of Dreams, Destiny, and Transformation. Hello, and welcome to another episode of English Philosophy, where we explore powerful ideas from books that can transform your life. Today, we are diving into one of the most inspiring and philosophical novels of our time, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This isn't just a book. It's a spiritual guide, a fable, and a mirror reflecting our own dreams. It teaches us to listen to our heart, follow our purpose, and recognize the signs the universe sends us. In this episode, we'll explore the story and characters, the concept of a personal legend, lessons on fear, faith, and destiny, the symbolism of the desert, the alchemist, and the journey itself, and most importantly, how you can apply these lessons to your own life. So, let's begin. Setting the stage. What is The Alchemist about? The Alchemist is a novel that follows a young Andalusian shepherd named Santiago, who dreams of discovering a treasure hidden near the Egyptian pyramids. But this is not just a treasure hunt. Santiago's journey is a metaphor for all of us, those seeking meaning, fulfillment, and our highest potential. The personal legend, your life's true purpose. Early in the book, Santiago meets a mysterious king named Melchizedek, who introduces the concept of a personal legend. Quote, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. What is a personal legend? It's your life's calling, that inner desire that refuses to be silenced. According to the book, every person is born with a purpose. But as we grow older, we give in to fear, comfort, and the opinions of others, and we forget." Santiago's journey is about rediscovering this dream and having the courage to follow it, even when the road is uncertain. The mysterious king, Melchizedek, and the power of choice. Melchizedek tells Santiago that most people abandon their dreams, but those who persist, who listen to their heart and watch for signs, they find the treasure. This moment is the first spark in Santiago's transformation. He sells his sheep and begins his journey. This is a bold decision, to leave the known world behind. Life lesson: there is no growth in comfort. If you want to discover your true self, you must be willing to leave the familiar behind. The journey through the desert, symbol of life's challenges. As Santiago travels to Egypt, he faces countless challenges. He gets robbed, he works at a crystal shop, he doubts himself, and even wants to give up. But these hardships teach him patience, resilience, and clarity. Life lesson: the path to your personal legend will not be straight. Obstacles are not roadblocks. They are tests to see how badly you want to succeed. One of the most beautiful parts of this story is how every experience, even the painful ones, serves a purpose in Santiago's growth. The Crystal Merchant, a warning from the past. One of Santiago's early mentors is the Crystal Merchant, a man who had dreams of going to Mecca, but never dared to follow them. He says, "I am afraid that if my dream is realized, I'll have nothing to live for." Pause and reflect. How many people do you know like this? They carry dreams in their hearts but never take action because of fear. This character teaches us that regret from inaction is worse than failure. Enter the Alchemist, the guide to transformation. Later in the desert, Santiago meets the alchemist, a powerful and mystical figure who teaches him the language of the soul. He says, to realize one's destiny is a person's only real obligation. The alchemist is not just a person. He represents wisdom, inner truth, and spiritual mastery. He teaches Santiago that he must trust in the universe, listen to his heart, and be willing to lose everything for his dream. Love in Fatima. The role of love in our purpose in the oasis. Santiago meets Fatima, a desert woman, who becomes his love. But unlike a typical love story, Fatima doesn't ask Santiago to stay. Instead, she tells him to continue on his journey. If you are truly mine, you will come back. This is profound. True love does not hold you back. It supports your growth and encourages your purpose. Life lesson. Real love empowers you to become the best version of yourself. The language of the world. Listening to omens. Throughout the novel, there is a recurring idea. The world speaks a language beyond words, a language of signs, omens, and Santiago learns to read these signs. He learns that the universe is always guiding us, but most of us aren't listening. Ask yourself, how often do you ignore your intuition? How often do you feel something deeply, but dismiss it as unrealistic? The Alchemist reminds us that wisdom often comes in silence, symbols, and serendipity. The final revelation, the treasure within. After years of journeying, Santiago reaches the pyramids, only to be beaten by robbers. But one of the robbers casually mentions a dream he had about treasure buried under a tree in Spain. That's when Santiago realizes the treasure was buried in the very place where his journey began. What does this mean? The treasure is not the gold. The real treasure is the transformation Santiago underwent. The growth, the courage, the faith, that is the reward. And yet, the book beautifully says, to realize your personal legend is the only real obligation in life. Deep symbolism in The Alchemist. Let's decode some of the major symbols. The desert represents life's challenges and isolation, also a place of inner clarity. The Alchemist, symbol of inner wisdom and spiritual power. The treasure symbolizes our true potential. The journey represents life itself, where learning is more important than the destination. Omens represent inner guidance, intuition, and divine signals. Life lessons you can apply. Let's summarize 10 powerful lessons you can apply from The Alchemist. Follow your dreams. Don't settle for safety or comfort. Listen to your heart. It knows your truth. Watch for signs. The universe is always speaking. Trust the journey, even when it's uncertain. Love supports purpose. True love won't hold you back. Failing is part of the path. Every loss teaches you. Change is necessary. Transformation requires discomfort. You are the alchemist. You have the power to transform. Seek growth over comfort. Growth is the real treasure. The treasure is within you. Everything you seek is already inside. Final thoughts. The Alchemist is a short book, but it carries deep wisdom that can stay with you for a lifetime. Paulo Coelho wrote this story in just 2 weeks, but it has changed millions of lives across the world. If you are listening to this podcast, it's probably because, deep down, you are also a dreamer, someone seeking meaning, growth, and purpose. So take this story as a reminder. Don't ignore your dream. Don't silence your heart. And don't give up just because the journey gets hard. If this episode inspired you, please share it with someone who needs encouragement. Subscribe to English Philosophy for more book breakdowns and transformational ideas. And don't forget, your personal legend is waiting. This is your host, signing off. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep following the path only you can walk.